What's good, everyone? Hello, and welcome back to my journey through the Mission Impossible movies. Up next is Rogue Nation, which released in 2015. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me and for your support. My name is Kale if you're new here, and if you've missed any Mission Impossible reactions so far, I do have a playlist linked up here or down in the description and pinned comment. As is typical, no clue what to expect story-wise or even actor-wise in this one. I am hoping we see some of the same people that we have in previous movies, but yeah, going into this one, just expecting a very good time. As always, if you prefer to watch the whole movie with me instead of this version, which of course is chopped up and edited for copyright purposes, bring your own copy of Rogue Nation over to my Patreon. I will have my entire Mission Impossible watch along collection linked down below, which you can access with a membership or by just directly purchasing it if you want. With that, I am so very excited to press play, so let's go ahead and do that.
Benji, do you copy? Benji?
Also, is that Jeremy? His voice?
Where is Ethan?
I think it is.
We're currently formulating a plan B, although technically it's a plan C.
Where's Ethan?
I don't know, we're on radio silence.
That plane cannot take off with the package on it.
We're working on it.
Luther?
Benji needed my help.
I didn't need help, I needed assistance. It's a different thing.
I love that we're getting face palms so early in the movie.
The engines are starting.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But I can't do anything until I'm connected to the satellite.
Benji, you're connected.
The package is still on that plane.
How many times is he gonna say that?
The plane!
Yes, the package is on the plane!
Can you open the door?
Can I open the door? Maybe.
Open the door when I tell you!
Jesus.
Open the door!
Okay. So this is the first stunt that I've seen. Yeah, okay. That I've seen on the internet before getting the context of it. This is crazy. It's crazy that it's the friggin' opening scene of the movie too. My God. I'd be stressed as hell if I was Benji right now. How did we get to the door?
That's the wrong door!
Oh. Was that guy from Stranger Things, by the way? He looked like the guy that plays, oh, what's his name? The Slurpee guy. Alec Baldwin.
You looking for anything in particular?
Something rare.
Classical.
Jazz.
Sax? It really is you. I've heard stories. They can't all be true.
Tom's looking good in this movie. All right, what's our mission?
IMF suspects this to be the same shadow organization you have been tracking for the last year, the Syndicate. Normally, you and your team would be tasked with infiltrating and disrupting this terrorist network, but we have taken steps to ensure that this will not happen.
Huh?
And now we know who you are. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to face your fate. Resist us, you will be killed. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Oh no. All right, we enter the Christopher McQuarrie era.
Clipped the Transamerica Pyramid before plunging into the San Francisco Bay.
Saving the Western Hemisphere.
Yep.
This was the same week that the IMF infiltrated the Kremlin. Here is the Kremlin before and the Kremlin after.
That wasn't.
The so-called Impossible Mission Force is not just a rogue organization. The time has come to dissolve the IMF.
Mr. Chairman.
This panel recognizes the IMF's contribution to global security, and your results, perfect or not, look suspiciously like luck.
There's a lot of hard work in there too, okay? And a lot of crazy stunt work. Well, this sucks. I'm already digging that Rebecca Ferguson is in this. She hasn't even said anything yet.
What does he see in you, I wonder?
Who is he? They call you the Bone Doctor.
I don't like that name.
Du, Yannick.
Oh, nice. Queen, let's go. Key couldn't have been just like a little bit longer. Ah. I have seen this before too. That is crazy. The amount of core strength, my god. Okay, let's... yeah, thanks.
We've never met before, right?
No, you have not.
You can't stay. We just killed those men.
We didn't kill them. You did. I tried to stop you. You got away.
Who are you?
Good luck.
Oh, wait! Wait!
There is no waiting. You gotta go. Go, 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 go.
The Syndicate is real. They know who we are, how we operate.
The committee has shut us down. Operations have been handed over to the CIA.
Yeah. Gotta go rogue.
I've disappeared in London. You don't know where I am. If I'm dead or alive.
This man you saw, can you find him? I won't stop until I do.
How come the CIA has never discovered any actionable intel regarding this, syndicate?
What are you implying?
Hunt is both arsonist and fireman at the same time. He will be called upon to answer for every wanton act of mayhem he is responsible for.
Ugh.
Ethan Hunt is living his last day as a free man.
Oh, whoa. Time jump. All right. Oh, wow. Beard. So I've been trying to get him for 6 months. And what did he just say? He is living his last day as a free man.
Langley, there's nobody here.
That's a face of being proud right there. It's been putting in some work.
Has Ethan Hunt contacted you?
Why would he contact me? Are you suggesting I'm helping him?
The thought had crossed my mind.
6 months I have been here, sifting through mountains of metadata and exabytes.
Exabytes.
And yet every week you haul me in here and you ask me the same question, just in a different way.
And today you haven't answered it.
Ethan Hunt is still out there, and I am stuck here answering for it. We are not friends.
He's good. Ah, looking so sharp.
Welcome to Vienna, Benji. Miss me?
Ethan, where are you?
Oh, I didn't win those opera tickets, did I?
For your sake, we shouldn't be seen together.
It's a good shot.
What I do know is he's our only possible link to the Syndicate, but I can't find him alone. Are you in?
Yes, of course, of course.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, I am.
Well, we have a European head of state here at the same time as we are looking for a nefarious terrorist. And I am sure the two things are completely unrelated.
So what's underneath that? Well, that's a fancy device.
Join the IMF. See the world on a monitor in a closet.
I love Benji.
Searching.
I think the actor that plays the guy that they're going after was, if I remember correctly, he was a recurring criminal in the Vegas CSI show. But I can't remember like what part of the story he was in. Oh, sucks that we have to like swipe.
Ethan, I might have something for you. Can't confirm.
Backstage, I'll direct you.
Missing her. Oh, the instrument is the weapon. Damn it. He's like, what the fuck?
Ethan, come in.
A little busy. Oh, this guy's tall. I love this like opera music happening during this.
Ethan, the lighting booth. Ethan, do you copy?
Yeah, two of them. Ethan. That was smart of Ethan to do that. This whole thing's been so much fun. This whole opera section.
I have a way out.
Interested? By the way. Shoes? Shoes, please.
Love it. Well, fuck.
What the? She tried to shoot me!
It doesn't make her a bad person.
I assumed you were deep cover back in London, but isn't this taking the role a little far? Pretty sure she's British intelligence.
Ilsa Faust. Saving your life in London put me in a tight spot. I was sent to kill the Chancellor to regain their trust.
Who is he?
We're after the same thing, and I can help you. If you want to bring down the Syndicate, you have to let me out.
Tell me who he is.
Change of plan, throw her!
We need a name.
He was on a plane to Vienna with tickets to the opera, and within 6 hours of his arrival, the Chancellor was dead. That is actionable intelligence.
Consider for the moment the possibility that Ethan's investigation led him to the opera.
So finding Hunt is no longer a pet project.
You mean shoot to kill?
Whether Hunt lives or dies is entirely up to him.
Lives, of course. I love that we are just having Ethan and Benji together. So fun.
You came to Vienna believing you won 2 tickets to the opera. I attempted to recruit you into assassinating the Chancellor. You refused.
The truth.
It'd go easier if you tell them what they want to hear.
Tell me what this is all about.
You recognize anyone? I was looking for him in the Bosphorus. The same day a car accident killed the visiting president of Malawi. He slipped away again in Jakarta, hours before a passenger plane vanished over the Pacific. I just missed him in the Philippines, right before a fire at a petrochemical plant gassed a village of 2,000 people.
You're saying these accidents are somehow connected?
Accidents.
The Syndicate, a rogue nation, trained to do what we do, imbued with a new sense of purpose. Destroy the system that created them.
An anti-IMF. Or they could just be a series of random disasters.
No.
Ethan, this is what I signed up for. Let me help you find it.
That's why I brought you here in the first place. And look what happened. I can't protect you. That's why I need you to leave.
That's not your decision to make! I am a field agent. I am your friend, no matter what I tell the polygraph every week. Because you needed my help, and you still do. So I am staying, and that is all we are going to say about that.
Okay.
Where do we start? Ilsa.
She said we have everything we need.
Sneaky. Love it.
We had an agreement.
Ethan Hunt's in Vienna because you allowed him to escape in London.
Winter would have killed him in London, and that's not what you asked for.
Maybe this actor isn't who I think he is.
Trust me, or kill me. But if you're gonna kill me, be a man. Do it yourself.
Oh.
Find him, please.
He'll find me.
Where's it located? Morocco.
Morocco.
I want to go to Morocco one day. She's got a great bod. So is she playing both sides? I can't tell. Luther! Let's heck and go.
We need to find Ethan before they do, and that's where you come in.
Not interested. I know Ethan. I don't know you.
They're going to kill Ethan. They're going to kill Benji. We have to get to them first. Are you going to help me?
Say yes.
You need to understand something. Ethan is my friend. And if I have 1 second of doubt whose side you're on,
His name is Solomon Lane. He created the syndicate.
Where does he come from?
He's former British intelligence.
Well, if British intelligence knows the syndicate exists, why don't they just tell the CIA?
Because they don't want anyone knowing the syndicate was created by one of their own.
Valid.
We're sent undercover to earn Lane's trust.
Okay. Okay.
So the key to crushing Lane is sitting in a computer just waiting for someone to take it.
So why hasn't Lane just sent someone to steal it?
He sent me. It's impossible.
Ethan's like, I'm up for the challenge.
Facility is hidden beneath a local power plant, and the only way to download the ledger is through the central computer terminal located there.
Easy. We just impersonate the agent who stole the ledger in the first place, and I get to wear a mask.
I don't think it's that easy.
Even if you could make it through every other security measure, you won't beat the last one. That's because it's protected by gate analysis, the step beyond facial recognition.
The whole gate thing comes back.
And there's no other way into the computer lab.
No other way in.
Air shaft.
6-inch diameter pipe.
Foundation?
12 feet of concrete.
Electrical conduit.
Bottom line is, there's no way into that terminal unless your profile is pre-installed.
And how do we do that?
All security data is stored offline in the liquid-cooled array.
Liquid-cooled? You mean that thing is underwater?
Yes.
One of us needs to enter the Taurus and change the security profile.
That's the only way. The system is designed to shut down automatically if any metal enters the intake.
No oxygen tanks.
That doesn't sound impossible.
I'm nervous. I don't like breath holding shit and water stuff. Blah.
Tell me it's possible to pull facial recognition off a sketch.
for mere mortals, no. For me, I could have done this at home.
How long is this gonna take?
Found her.
Hell yes, Luther.
CCTV picked her up at the airport in Casablanca. She's bad news.
Do you guys, maybe? I want to trust her. I want to trust her so bad. Oh, man. I feel like this scene coming up is going to be a rough one for me.
One more time. You'll have 3 minutes.
And what if something goes wrong?
If you haven't switched that profile before I reach the gate analysis, I'm dead.
Thank you, Benji.
Gosh. Jeez. Well, that sucks. We have to worry about that. Are you serious? Ethan! It already came around once. I hate this stuff. Sick. Now what? Oh my god, I can't. I cannot. Do we know which is which? Oh my gosh. Oh, this is gonna be another one of those cutting it close, last minute, 1 second, half second left things. Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh, my gosh. Ethan. How does he get out? Watch out. Gotta hate this. Thanks, girlfriend.
See what I tell you? Difficult? Absolutely, but certainly not impossible.
Yeah, he just about died.
Okay.
At least things went smooth for Benji.
Hey, I misjudged you.
Benji.
Yeah, Benji. You did good. There's nothing to know. We got it. I knew we'd get it.
Is she gonna yoink that from them? I don't. Fuck.
Wait.
Brutal. Brutal, awful, terrible. Blech.
Where's Hunt?
He's dead.
Oh my gosh. Love it. Oh, poor Ethan, man. Oh, yeah. It might take a second just to, you know.
Whoa. Are you okay to drive? I mean, a minute ago you were dead.
Yeah, maybe not. Let Benji... Maybe Benji should drive. I would not want to be a passenger with him right now. That must not be good for Ethan. Hey, what's up? Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I won't lie, this chase scene is making me feel a little motion sick. I'm hanging in there though, we're fine.
You have your seatbelt on? Will you asking me that now?
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Someone? Thank you. Thank you, Brent and Luther. Kings. Hello.
We good?
Ah! Look out!
Ethan needs to nap. Bye, Ethan. And the chase continues. Oh my gosh, stressful. I can't. And he's not wearing a helmet either. Oh my god. Yikes. Ethan has had a lot of back-to-back shit. Nearly died by drowning. Car accident. Bike accident. No helmet. The bike part of that was a lot more fun for me, watching not as motion sicknessy. It really doesn't happen to me with movies usually. I don't know what it was about that car chase. That was a lot.
Please tell me you made a copy of that disc.
Of course I made a copy.
It's a ledger. The syndicate's entire infrastructure. Who they are, the politicians they control, and where the money comes from.
Did you never stop to consider that he may want me to have it?
No, she did not consider that.
Your orders were to infiltrate the syndicate that we may learn more about them firsthand.
I betrayed Lane's trust too many times.
And in every instance, you did so on your own volition.
I wasn't going to let him die. He's our ally.
Ethan Hunt is a man without a country. This makes killing him decidedly less complicated.
She doesn't want to do that.
Lane will order you. You will do it. Might I remind you, you are without a country of your own. You see, there really is no choice, Ilsa. You're going back.
You're not getting into that thing unless you have fingerprints, retinal scan, and a voice phrase spoken by a specific individual.
The Prime Minister of Great Britain himself.
Oh.
We have no proof that the syndicate even exists, so we're back to square one. Only now we are all wanted by the CIA. I'm so proud of us.
He's going to take the Prime Minister.
Yes, he is.
We have a responsibility to warn the British government and not gamble with the Prime Minister's life just so you can beat the guy that has beaten you at every turn.
It's about more than that. Yeah.
We're gonna find Lane, we're gonna get him before he takes the Prime Minister.
I agree with Ethan.
How are we gonna do that?
Through her.
What is actually on that disc?
Well, I'll be honest with you when you start being honest with me.
Nothing here. It's empty.
I'm interested to see who you blame for what happens next.
Definitely don't like that guy. His voice is unsettling.
So that's her?
That's her. I have to say, you sure can ride.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan.
You're just doing your job. That's all we're ever going to say about it. Badly. They didn't bring you in, even after you gave them the disc.
You knew perfectly well it was blank.
The disc you took from me was an exact copy.
Was it in your possession the entire time?
Ah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That means Lane doesn't have the disc. Only we do.
Why is she still alive?
Unless, question?
Of course, Lane wanted us to find her.
The way I see it, you have three choices. You hand me and the disc over to the CIA. Your work is done.
My thoughts exactly.
Works for me.
They're not going to believe you. And you'll all be tried for treason. You let me walk away to an uncertain fate. You used the disc as bait to trap Lane. And being a gambler, you'll probably end up handing Lane that disc.
That is entirely possible.
And option 3?
Come away with me, right now.
We're going with option 3.
There will always be another Lane. We've done our part, and we've been cast aside. We can be anyone.
Lane sent you to deliver a message, didn't he?
I've saved your life twice. I won't be able to do it again.
What's the message?
Fuck.
Benji.
No!
Parking garage.
Luther, stay with her!
She's gonna... Yep, frig.
I have a job for you, Ethan. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to bring me the unlocked disc by midnight tonight.
I accept.
I knew you would.
He wants the disc unlocked by midnight tonight.
Unlocked.
There's only one person on Earth who can unlock that disc.
We have to take the Prime Minister.
Let's just think about that for a minute.
Thought about it.
This is how we make everything right. Can't you see it?
Not right now, but maybe in a bit. He'll see it.
William Brandt, sir. He says it's urgent.
I had a feeling you'd come to your senses, Brad. We brought us to London now.
So if I'm going to betray them, we're going to do this on my terms. Keep your phone on. Instructions will follow.
I don't know how I feel about this part. Why do we gotta get so close?
Who is this man?
Ethan Hunt was part of a disgraced intelligence agency which has since been dissolved.
Hunt is in possession of a virtual red box that can only be opened by you.
He couldn't possibly be talking about that syndicate, because you assured me that that syndicate was merely an exercise. I think our first priority is to move you to a secure location.
Does the name Solomon Lane ring a bell?
Yes.
So there actually is a syndicate.
These men have been duped by Agent Faust.
Hunt is uniquely trained and highly motivated. He has most likely anticipated this very conversation.
Is
Prime Minister.
yeah, okay. Like 45 seconds ago, I had this gut feeling in the pit of my stomach, and I'm just like, is this actually Atlee right now? But I wasn't confident. I was not confident at all.
Atlee shot me. Yes, he did, sir. Sir, I'm gonna need a passphrase. The prompt is Kipling.
Oh my gosh, hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay, cool.
You got it?
I got it. Oh man, do I got it.
Chief Atlee, kind of you to accept our invitation.
Sweet.
We know you created the syndicate, but Lane went rogue and turned it against you, didn't he? And you've been desperately trying to cover it up.
Hunley's mind is blown right now.
When the Prime Minister found out about the syndicate, Atlee attacked him.
Yes, that's true.
And then you saved the Prime Minister, sir.
Did he? I'm very grateful.
You're cutting it very close, Ethan.
I have what you want. Where do I go?
If Lane gets his hands on that money, we're unleashing a terrorist superpower.
This is the end, Mr. Hunt.
Your final test.
When Lane has what he wants, I kill you and Benji.
I hate this.
If not, everyone dies.
Yeah, we're in a very crowded place. 3 minutes. Same as the frickin' underwater bullshit from earlier. I feel like I'm still stressed by that.
You killed too many innocent people without ever asking who was giving the orders. You blame this system for what you are instead of yourself. That's how I know I'm gonna put you in a box. You like to play games. I have a game for you.
Oh gosh.
I'll give you $50 million to let Benji go.
We do not have very much time. Oh my gosh.
Where is the disc?
You're looking at it. I memorized it. All 2.4 billion in numbered accounts.
Benji's so worried.
Let Benji go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hate these close calls.
Take him.
Hey, come one step closer. Shoot me.
Stop! You remember I told you one day you were going to take things too far?
Only way this ends is you and me, Lane, face to face. Only this time I won't be locked in a glass box.
I love his exhales from his nose every time he's like, it's like,
go.
Ethan.
Friendless are waiting. Go.
Which way?
really like these two, by the way. The music right now is super fun. Nice. Ooh, a duck. Great shot right there. That was awesome. Love the music with this scene right now. So good. Nice.
Face to face, just as you wished, Ethan.
Oh. Love it.
It hurts, I know. Gentlemen, this is Solomon Lane. Mr. Lane, meet the IMF.
It's the same gas. This is very satisfying.
You're free now. Where will you go?
I don't know. I've done my part.
Go take a vacation first. Relax. You've been through a lot.
You know how to find me.
Wonder if we'll see her again.
Director Hunley.
Mr. Chairman.
He was zoned out a little bit.
The whole operation was known only to myself and a handful of IMF agents.
So the shuttering of the IMF was all part of an elaborate scheme, which is why you're here today, asking for the IMF to be reinstated.
Yep.
I'm not sure the committee approves of your methods, Director Hunley.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
I can neither confirm nor deny details of any operation without the Secretary's approval.
Love that we are full circle on this.
Welcome to the IMF, Mr. Secretary.
Okay, I know why I thought that Lane was a villain in CSI. So the guy that I was thinking of was Bill Irwin. He portrayed a serial killer named Nate Haskell. And when he portrayed him, he had on these glasses, and I am going to put some pictures here, okay, to compare the two. They look so alike to me. Please, someone, tell me I'm not the only one. Okay, but yeah, not the same actor at all. All right, that was my reaction to Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. This one was so much fun. That 2 hours and 5 or 10 or however many minutes flew by. Oh my gosh, and this movie packed so much in the runtime. I'm currently struggling with where to rank it so far because I think I'm weighing between this one and MI3 as my #1 currently. And between the two, I'm still not totally sure which one is #1. So right now, I'll just say that they're tied for the top spot. Let me talk about the motion sicknessy part first and get that out of the way because I almost never feel that way when I watch movies or play video games or anything like that. But I think it was just the combination of the POV shots, which we had many of during that moment, extremely quick cutting and editing. I don't know. It felt very overwhelming in the moment. And yeah, just kind of got me feeling a bit weird. I'm not going to let that take away from my experience though. I had such a great time with this movie. God, what do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about the stunts because I was very surprised to see the two big stunts in this happen kind of in the first half of the movie. I mean, I was not expecting the movie to open with that shot of Tom hanging onto the plane, which I have seen online before. I have seen like a 30-second chunk of that scene, and then compared with the actual footage before they went in and edited out Tom's obvious like harness and strap to the plane itself. So I have seen that before. That's crazy that the movie started with it, but I love it. Definitely just getting the big one out of the way up first, you know, it's fine. And then the whole underwater part, which was very, very stressful for me, and I still feel a little bit stressed out about that scene. Oh my gosh. It's not that I'm the kind of viewer that like also holds my breath during it. I'm not that kind of person, but yeah, I knew something was gonna go wrong because that's what happens in these scenes. They're so predictable in that way, but yeah, just, oh my gosh, too much, but so good, so well done. How Tom can literally hang off of an airplane that is ascending and how he can hold his breath for that long, can't. Man is crazy, but very entertaining to watch. And these movies have been so much fun. And I can't wait to see what's to come because there are still some stunts that I've seen online that haven't yet appeared in these movies. So Fallout probably has one that I've seen, and then maybe the first part of The Reckonings has another one that I've seen. I'm not totally sure when they're going to show up, but yeah, I'm very excited to see them. The team dynamics in this movie were so good, but we had the last movie to kind of like set that up, and we get to build off of that. So this movie, I don't know, just Brandt and Benji and Ethan and Luther, though a little bit less Luther. I feel like the other three, we just had more of them, and yeah, their team dynamics are so good. I love the humor in these movies. I love that the humor is not so much that it's like grating, but I personally find that the humor is placed in really good spots, and it does provide that levity, because the stunt work here and the spy thrillery espionage stuff, like, it is a little bit stressful for me at least. So the fact that I can laugh so much in these movies, I personally really enjoy. And I'm just really enjoying these characters together. I am actually now really hoping that the next 3 movies have these 4. Luther has to be, yes. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Rebecca Ferguson was so much fun in this. I genuinely do hope we get to see her again. I like that they kind of left that open at the end. She was just a queen. She was so good in this. I really like that her character too was written to be very like both sidesy, and it's like, could we trust her? Could we not trust her? I don't know. And then she betrayed and did all that stuff. And you know, I've said before in some of the previous movies that I feel like I have to expect that now in every movie, like some kind of betrayal. So yeah, she was just great though. I really loved the whole opera house scene. Her outfit, that dress that she was wearing was very beautiful. And of course we had to get a lot of shots of her legs. She's got fantastic legs. But yeah, her character was just interesting, and out of all the women in all of these movies that Ethan has worked with, this one was my favorite. Ilsa was great. Loved Rebecca. Want her back. She was just awesome. That's all I have to say about that. The villain in this one, Lane, did remind me a little bit of Philip Seymour Hoffman's villain from MI3, and that's why I find it really difficult to figure out how to rank these movies, and why currently for me they're tied at number 1, because I really enjoy them both a little bit equally. And Lane, I truly love actually that they ended up getting Lane in such a simple way, especially because we have all these stunts and like really complex stuff, like the whole underwater sequence, what Benji had to do, what Ethan had to do. It was a lot. It was a lot, right? But then to like actually get him in the end, it just felt really simple in comparison, just like luring him out essentially and having him follow Ethan right into a trap. I don't know. I kind of liked it. I did like it. If you've watched enough of my reactions by this point, you'll know that I really dig practical over CGI. Not to say that CGI is the devil or awful or anything like that, but when practical can be done, I am for it. I love a mix of practical and CGI, and this movie did it well. I will say this movie did it very well, so it was very enjoyable to watch. Yeah, this movie looked good. The music was great. I love the way the music enhanced so many of the scenes. I just feel like the music in all of these movies, well, let me correct myself there. I feel like the music in most of these movies is really good and enhances the scenes a lot. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. Like I said, it felt like it went by really fast, and yeah, it was just a really good movie. Because this was Christopher McQuarrie's first from a, I think, writing, or did he write any of the earlier ones? Now I can't remember, but definitely from a directing point of view, this has me even more excited now for the rest of the movies. All right, with that, I'm not sure that I have anything else left to say about the movie, but I am excited to go to Letterboxd and read some reviews, so let's go do that. 5 stars. They really resolve these movies in 5 minutes after 2 hours of fucking around. Like, Ethan Hunt rode on the outside of a plane and got fucking launched across Europe, but then at the end they were like, oh, LOL, yeet, and put Solomon Lane in a Funko Pop box. The antics. I love the way that that's written. They're not wrong. Ooh, I love this review. 4 stars. Something about the subdued nature of Rebecca Ferguson's performance made her character a bit hard to emotionally connect with, which resulted in this story not drawing me in quite as much. That's valid. On the flip side, this is the best one for Benji and his relationship with Ethan so far by a long shot. Making him the damsel in the 3rd act was a stroke of sheer brilliance. The underwater scene is not only nail-biting, it's a great showcase for how thoroughly Benji believes in Ethan, even as Ethan expresses visible unease about his capabilities for the first time. Real heartwarming stuff. I also fuck with the opera scenes so much, obviously. McQuarrie's direction is very capable and solid. I think I need to see more from him to fully understand why he got to make 4 of these, though. Listen, I believe in him. I'm excited for the next 3. 4.5 stars. You'd think that a franchise that began 19 years ago, that's 5 films in and starring a now 53-year-old leading man, would finally begin to show its wear. That is fortunately not the case with the Mission Impossible series, as Rogue Nation is yet another kick-ass entry and continues the streak of compelling and impressive action cinema, to a great extent thanks to Tom Cruise, who is apparently still game for anything, and as far as I'm aware, that does not change the further we get into this, so I'm excited. And now it is that time of the video where I turn it to you and I ask you to leave your comments down below about Rogue Nation. Do you rank this high up on your Mission Impossible list? Let me know. Let's talk about your favorite moments, favorite lines, favorite whatever, favorite everything. Let's talk about it. And if you don't care for this one, I would be very interested in knowing why. Thank you again so much for taking the time to watch my reaction. To everyone whose names are going by, thank you so much for your support on Patreon. It means the world. If you want to join them, you know where to do so. Links as always, description and pinned comment. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate that. Click on over here to do so. And if you want to watch something else of mine, click on over here. Of course, the next MI movie, Fallout, will eventually pop up here. But in the meantime, it'll be whatever the algorithm thinks you'll want to see next. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day.